style couscous. Hey, this one all now the 500 gram and this now the 1 kg. When you cook this, and the full up the pot. Hey, when you want the no cook out, you go eat couscous. Say it out couscous. And this way is so. And when you boil, we want to cook no louder. And when you poto, it will last for a very long time. Try them and see if you feel enough fine. Come meet me back. Just buy them, let's try them and see. If enough fine, come meet me. Now me will tell you. One buy boku for go make money a day. Because if you buy for go make money, now then you rush you. Karel, be careful now. And this na TV market. Who said the business there? Now there we day. You know something about balanced diet? Every day, rest. Shock now the less smaller. Go to a pot of smaller. Then you change our diet. Well, as you can see, this now the Karel premium long non-sticky spaghetti. This not to use regular macaroni. When you cook this, you know the potter. When you cook this, you know the jump.
Sanity in the education sector, particularly in basic education. So here is the curve. If you don't if you don't miss them right, if you don't miss them at the foundation stage, when at preschool, you answer for catch up that primary school by increasing the qualified number of teachers in the primary school, and then when you go to junior secondary school, the number of qualified teachers drop. See the figure here. So it means we are missing a whole lot in the foundation of our teaching profession and in the education sector. Now, public schools. So where you go, we'll get other graph that will show to you. Where you go, you check that the number of private schools in this country, John just shows the graph on the different categories of schools. It tell you the number of private schools, they grow. The number of private schools don't grow rapidly to the point that you have to say, as a result of some of these things really happen, a number of people now seem to get trust absolutely in the public school system. Then they kind of shift the paradigm to private schools because then see that they then get some amount of remedy. In public schools, you require to get license for teach. You require to be a trained and qualified teacher. If you're trained, you get either TC, HTC, or any relevant or related qualification before they allow you and give PIN code and send you to go teach in a classroom, whether in a preschool, primary school, junior secondary school, or senior secondary school. When you go to a university or any tertiary institution, you don't need to be a trained and qualified teacher. That has been the concern of teachers. Some teachers, though, especially the umbrella body, the pressure group for teachers in this country, say we are required to attain special education in teaching. Whereas when you go other levels, private school, maybe that is the reason they are performing better. They don't require that special. Anybody, for as long as you get the gifts, you get the know-how. Private schools, then they allow you. You don't need to forget HTC or TC or whatever it is for let you teach there. But they are delivering the results, they are producing the results. So a whole lot of this now, the issue of exams fees, teacher license fee don't set in. So they are now asking certain amounts to be paid, which is why we are coming to this conversation here in the Today Show breakfast this morning, this Thursday morning. It is the second day of April 2026. After the break, join me as I talk to the Public Relations Manager for the Teaching Service Commission, Jami Victory Sanko, and then the man where they had the Secretariat for the Sierra Leone Teachers Union at the Western Region, Fodi Kuyate.
Like it, I go wait for you, make you decide. I not go force, I go beg for no when you decide.
Yo, what's up? This is incredible JJ Mr. Who does that? I'm live on Slik TV, channel 37. Twinning to Slik TV, channel 37. Best for Salon, best for you, best for me, best for we all. Who does that?
Me have money, me honey be. close to somebody. Oh, me sweet cassava leaf. I cannot leave if I not get you.
Hey, okay. Stasha, baby. Hey, it's Chewy's on the beat. Hey, where I'm from, Appadon. I get that money, hit the city, then I'm gone. Hey, we legit, we hella lit. Represent who you with. Hey, where I'm from, Appadon. I get that money, hit the city, then I'm gone. Hey, we legit, we hella lit.
With over 37 reasons, over 37 concepts, over 37 days, you have the opportunity to watch Slik TV, Channel 37, every day for the latest in news, entertainment, and politics. It's Sasha, baby, and I'm telling you, this is the best in Sierra Leone.
Like my style, I hear they say I'm pretty. Drop it low, I am physically fit. So much love I put on for my city. Make them know me not born free on titty. I got the goons and I got the galleys with me. I love the vibe and I like the way it sweets me. King Tom Bobo, I like the way it treats me.
Hey viewers, from wherever you're watching from, this is your favorite music producer, and guess what? I'm on Slik TV. Whether you're in Freetown, keep it glued to Channel 37. They're also on Facebook Live. Tune in and get some nice.
Let me live around you like my habitat. In a mohi garden, the juke and one ali my plug no my be moya kuda. Me recipe, me harmony, me honey bee. Make we go, leave me and live.
Oh, welcome back. Let's take welcome Jamie Victory Sankor from Teaching Service Commission. Jamie, welcome. Good morning. And Mr. Kuyata, welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you also you could join us this morning.
Thank you.
I want to go through statistics from Jamie.
Yeah.
That is from the school census we want to do.
Okay.
The census we want to do 2023, 2024. If you look there, you will see as a teacher qualification as per which we put together. When I say preschool, untrained, when I get 2,473.
Yeah.
TC 2,852. HTC small, less than 1,000, and HTC secondary 200. BD 80, so and all that. Look at the percentage here, very small. Secondary. So when you get this, that takes me to the other graph where they indicate how much private schools we rather get. When I get in statistics and the rest. Let me check. So for government schools, primary, and I say we get 105. Mission school, primary, pre-primary, then kindergarten. Mission get the highest, 876. Now, community school, we get 276. The others, we know to this or whatever it is, are 59. Private schools are 771. That's pre-primary, than at kindergarten level.
Okay.
Primary, for government, you get 787. Mission, again, skyrocket, 4,847. Community, 782. We go to private schools, you get 815. So meaning private schools and mission school they go higher than government schools. Junior secondary school, government 70. Mission, the one of them Catholic with them Islamic or Christian organizations. Now 1,178. Community now 510. And private schools 403. Secondary school, government now only 31. Mission 569. Community 204. And I jump the others, you now go to private schools, now 217. So meaning, when you look at logically, you analyze this data logically, it appears the private schools, they grow more as a result of the drop in standard and qualities at the public school level, where they give rise and birth to these private schools. Now, when I say there's a new set of criteria we want to set for teachers, because we don't get a shortfall. The graph I showed earlier, they show, say, at preschool, pre-primary school level, kindergarten, we got very small number of qualified, trained and qualified teachers.
Sure.
It shoots up to primary school and then dwindled at junior secondary school. Is this as a result of the untrained and qualified nature of teachers who want to get on a record?
So you mean
licensed teachers?
Well, licensing the country, they introduce for address a lot of issues. Not just for address the fact, say, we get a lot of untrained and unqualified teachers in the system. It's been introduced for address, of course, professionalism, for also address this particular issue where everywhere I don't go when I talk about the need for license, I'd always talk, say, this now one big highlight, say, it don't be a concern. Not so just for journalists, but for everybody in the country, including policymakers, say. Because of we passed, we see, say, we get, we pass history, the war, and all other things, there are times where when schools were opened back, for let we all go back, the qualified teachers were not there. And we were left to welcoming people in the community who have been willing for help the system. But at this point, we not just say, oh, now we don't see, say, this not a problem. Because, of course, when you get untrained and unqualified teachers handling the system, this is waiting. Now the problem, the major issue, the major outcome will be quality issue.
So when you say untrained and unqualified, what do you mean for una?
We mean like,
how you go interpret that from a dictionary? Okay.
First and foremost, somebody where a person will say now somebody where sometimes just tap JSS 3 because you know how to read and write. Go to the classroom for help for teach. Maybe you don't see to us. We don't see this like. You know, even before this time, sometimes this person don't sit GC O level. He was a very good student, and immediately, not even go to college, he come back to the system for help. They teach, this way be in a class, if they do well in a government, so like can go teach government. This if they do well in an English language class, like can they teach. So those people continued, and at then they. Eventually, as they continue in the system, government give them PIN code. There was some way being wise enough for go and qualify themselves. So when we're talking about untrained and unqualified, now then category of people then they. We get people who are trained but not qualified for the in a classroom. This go be like somebody, let's say, they don't go read bachelor's, bachelor of science, bachelor of arts in other fields, and he say, oh, I did do well. Let's say I go read bachelor of arts in geography, I did geology or something like that. I did do well in that field. They are sabi the content of geography. Yes, fine. You don't go do communication. You don't go do linguistics. I know the content, and that person they end up offending himself in a classroom because they know the content for teach. That person they trained in that English area linguistics, but he not qualified for teach because he not get a training in education. So all them people then they still in the classroom, and we go find them under that particular category.
Such people we specialize in those areas. The private schools they absorb them. Yeah. Hence, they are delivering the results. They are delivering the goods. You will think that. Very good results.
You will think that, but I tell you, the private schools also they prioritize recruiting people with education training because they know what it means. You know, where we they talk about private, of course,
I know a good number of people when I just will not get qualification in education. That they teach a good number of, not even few, a good number where they teach in private schools. They don't get any qualification in education, and they're delivering the goods for the very schools in question. And you see the performance of private schools. Me, some of my kids, or some of the other people around, you will see them in neighborhood in the morning, you will see a huge chunk of them will prefer for let them, they see them picking them in the private schools that they attend.
Yeah.
I just a few ways on 10 and they, like in the words of the Nigeria, say at the Paco, then they way they don't and don't to we, and then picking and they flock at them private and then governments or public schools. So if you say those people are not supposed to be in the classrooms, is that not the reason we are having this?
They are not qualified to be in the classroom. Yes.
And probably the reason we get this performance issue.
So are you saying that because we not get them in the classroom?
Somebody can be qualified in education, but not specialized, you don't know the weeds around them. For like go teach the subject, you just get.
You cannot be qualified in education and you not study content. For example, me we sit down to you, so
you study the content when for deliver because it is not in you.
So you study the content. You study the content first, and you study pedagogy. Will help you how for deliver. So that's the advantage with getting an education qualification. You study the content, and then you study pedagogy, which teaches you how for deliver, and not only how for deliver, but how you relate also with your learners. For example, me we sit down before you, I'm a trained and qualified teacher. I study linguistics literature, but I also, because was Bachelor of Arts in Education. I study everything where, because I also at the point where I be study, I will get a colleague where also they do a friend, very close friend, where also been they do linguistics na FBC, but not in education. So there are times where we go study together, we'll compare notes, we'll compare contents for the study. So everything where you need for know all the morphology, the syntax, the semantics, and all that. I studied it. During that process, but I also study.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
No, I also study pedagogy. I also study child development. I also study child psychology. Then are the reason we make if me in a classroom now and I they teach, I able differentiate me learners. I able see learners them way. I not say this one it needs special attention. Where that person will just go specialized will not even know how to pay attention. So then they.
And now when I don't introduce, when I don't increase more or less the license fee and then exams.
No, we don't increase. We just introduce a license fee.
Okay. Why?
Okay, so for take license, I don't know if there is any field where they give license for free, because the license in CSF, it gets a process. I will take an example again from myself. Me na a licensed driver. I get a license for driving as alone. I apply for them a license. I go, then tell me say I get for go take test. Then go ask you this question. Then tick. If you correct, you get a percentage where you for meet. Then you get for go. But it not stop there. I been get for pay. Over 1,000 leons. I think I paid very close to 1,500 leons. Forget that license. So I not say no licensing because it get process. You get for print, you get for conduct, all the way thing. So we introduce a fee as per the policy. The license not so free. Yes, late 2023 to December 2023, we start the process and we begin pilot licensing na salon 2024 and 2025. The people then, because that was pilot, we been get partners then where we work with in like the World Bank through the Multi-Donor Trust Fund, where we they sponsor the free education project. Then sponsor the process for administer the exams and for do all the logistical waiting involvements, build the platform and all that thing. So because of that, during the pilot, the teachers then not been they pay. However, they make them know because the document had already been approved by Parliament and it had been polished by the Teaching Service Commission. Now una they take una not they pay, but originally una supposed for pay.
Now the fee, we don't come announce the fee. What if we don't do this past weekend?
That's the fee that new teacher
Yes,
license
now for announce
to all first sitting.
Yes.
250 leons.
Yes.
And then proficient teacher license 150 leons.
Yeah.
Highly accomplished
teacher license 100 and distinguished teacher license 50
explain that for
me.
Explain that for me.
So you mean then different categories them. Okay. So we get also a document we call the professional standard, which dictates the career path for teacher them as they go on the teaching profession. Where we mean, you know, they just enter, for example, where you can at this field of journalism, you don't just enter as reporter, you left as reporter for the rest of your life. You're expected to grow.
Except if you decide for change career paths or left the field.
Or left the field. But if you continue for practice, you're expected to grow.
Sure.
So the same way for we teachers them, as then continue the practice, then expected for grow with experience, coaching, mentoring, your years of experience. As you go, you receive continuous professional development trainings them with all day inside this package for help them growth inside the process. So the points where you accumulate during that process of your growth and the years, now in they determine which category you fall. So for new teachers, now like teacher we just come out in college, it not get the experience, but it don't get the training, it don't get the qualification, it gets a license for come inside you, they come inside as a new teacher.
And then when they require them for pay the highest.
Yes, they can be. You come inside as a new teacher.
In journalism, in the practice we refer to, where you reference just now, when I pay what they pay me membership due na slash.
Okay.
Now by category. In fact, the higher you go, the senior you are, the more you they pay.
Okay.
As editor or station manager, you pay higher.
You pay higher. Okay.
Reporter, you pay less.
Okay.
But here now, the new entrants, they pay higher.
Yes. The new entrants, they pay higher because that is where you start, and that is where I go call them. Now the entry point.
That's unfair.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
You know what? You know what will be unfair.
When they come in as new entrants, you're expected to receive in less. We can't talk to Food Creator shortly on this aspect of welfare and then how much they receive. You're expected to be receiving less than the one they already accomplished or distinguished.
So you know what will be unfair? Okay, now then these other people, they don't join the system. Members say they have already paid that first one. They don't pay the 250. And as you continue for going at the system, you'll be reassessed. After you don't do your first
reassessed, and their salaries will continue to go higher.
Yes.
So is it not supposed to be pay as you earn? Than you putting it this other column, new entrants paying more and the older folks paying less? No,
it's not. Well, initially that is what we thought. When, as a commission, we presented the original document, initially it was the inverse. But there had been a whole lot of conversation with the union and even the parliamentarians when these documents, were we doing Creole or English?
Creole.
Okay. Where these documents go. Where these documents go na parliament, even the parliamentarians that have been, most of them that have been, because the education committee, basic education committee in parliament that have been teachers, then bring out brilliant arguments, suggestions for convince we otherwise we make we reach here. So these people have been in the system for a very long time. First member said they don't already pay that 250. They don't pay the 150. So adding to them will mean they are paying more. And these are people that we supposed to reward for their time. In fact, it's a part of, part of rewarding them for their time and everything where they don't acquire. So making them pay less is not like we're trying to be unfair to the one that they come inside, but we're trying to reward them and even maybe motivate the other one. Them say, I would love to reach there, because then as I reach there, then I get more reward, and I would love to stay, and I would love to grow. So you inspire the need for the other one them for grow also for reach to that point.
You know, shout out to all the people who don't teach me, especially the one we don't pass through at school. Shout out to the Bessie teachers, the LC Bessie and Thomas Bessie and Mrs. Pratt. Shout out to all we don't take don't make sacrifices for training between them, and we self as well. Mr. Kuyate, this for una all matched up with the welfare issue. Often una concern how much teachers have been paid as per whatever it is the arrangement. And now this somebody will consider for be unfair. Is that unfair to considered by SLT to be unfair?
Thank you very much. When you are called upon for candidates, examination, first of all, the examination fee. The World Bank is cost for 2 or 3 cities, which each other will see as fee. For World Bank don't pull out. You do know they don't pull out. So now the teacher has to get the ball in the field. They propose to a higher fees than 300,000, 300 euros, a higher fee. Now we SLTs and other sub-associations, Conference of Principal, NACOT, the Schools Association, we try for them to beat them down to 300. We did a survey in West Africa and other African countries for find out which country take these exams and then they give a license. We did a survey in Nigeria, Ghana, Tanzania, Kenya, to name but a few. So then the people higher than we now presently will start.
The earning level not the same.
Yeah, the earning level not the same.
The standard of living not the same. The cost of living in the country and they not comparative.
Perfectly correct. And because of this comparative analysis we make, like you rightly see the cost of living or anything we do, I make we agree for 300. When teachers sit exams, and one of exams is when he passed down, he paid 200, he passed down exams, you never see that. And one of, understand? You only pay around 300 euros for the exams when you fail.
If you fail, yeah.
Understand? In Nigeria, when they pay something like...
So wait, when teacher fail exam, then they beat her?
No, they beat her.
But we're picking them fail exam at school, they beat her. So,
nobody never beat your teacher.
The policy in a salon, you don't flog the child.
Mr. Kuyate.
I agree, but now the policy...
Now. Who will be the go school and they beat we? You say they go school and they beat you. But una say they fail exam. So why they no beat you now? Una say.
We did a research, education did a research. Let's say not only beat and let you pass or fail exams. A lot of things can happen. If you're talking to the child, mentoring the child, what's the with now picking the past exams in Europe, other countries, then in the past exam get good result of beating. So we did all those research. But let me come back to
the fees. Yeah.
So when you do comparison, looking at the cost of living in Nigeria, Ghana, even Kenya, you see no Sarajevo, at least there's a lot of cost in that city of exams. Hearing the question, the examiners, all the tablets. So for us as SMC, 300 for the teacher is reasonable compared to the price we tell you before. We negotiated a bit of 300. And as I said, when you don't sit down, you never sit to teach the It is only when you fail the examination, you go back at the 300. And let me tell you, this examination, I'm not trying to figure out. Now, one of the questions, all objective. And a tablet you use. Get the option A, B, C, D. Just click it and in the answer. And as I speak to you, the good number of our teachers have passed the exams.
Yeah.
The only problem...
But not simple and objective now. Not true or false, yes or no.
Yes or no.
Choose your... Una the Lego question from people picking at school. Una they tell them expatiate, expand, discuss. They want an objective, una they go for gossip.
For Ghana, students they do HTC, distance education. there's a big lot of trouble with those students, those teachers in the classrooms. They are not delivering well. Because just imagine distance education, something you don't even attend college one day. Because if people see the exams and they pass the exams, you know what will happen? They can do the methodology, all the but just because we get shortage, as you rightly say, of trained and qualified teachers in the primary sector.
It's more perennial now the pre-level. Maybe because it is kind of new.
Fine. I just wanted to say that.
Level at public schools.
I
But
just,
junior secondary school has always been that problem, and at the foundation for education, which is why they call them basic education. The exam, the seats, and basic education exam. And if you look at the data, the records, it shows say that is where we are missing. Because if you get it right in a basic education, so man can even left school at basic education and do better things within life.
Of course.
But if we get a shortfall at basic education level, then it's catastrophic.
Yeah, not very correct. And that is why the World Bank supports the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education. They train primary 1, 2, 3, that is class 1, class 2, class 3 teachers in foundational learning. Because you realize a child that is in class 1 to class 4, we don't reach class 4, class 5, and they will read simple sentences. It's a big crisis. They cannot read simple sentence, they cannot write. At class 4, and if that continues, then at MPSC, when the Islamic examination comes with the correct English language, you could find that and just the address in the right. You cannot try the body of the letter. Because you know. So foundational learning is very crucial, and that it does spill over to the SSS as well level. Last year we have 11%. Can you imagine the whole country? English language. So it's a very big crisis. A good number of them begin in our books now, you know. They have all the requirements, subject area requirement, course area requirement, just because of English language. They have not accessed university.
Well, I say not English and it's beginning on top.
So we had a conference.
Now, hands-on skills.
We had a conference yesterday.
That's the world now.
Yes, we had a conference yesterday for look at the English language. What do we do as a nation? One of the proposals we have highlighted. If a child don't get in physics, you don't get in chemistry, you don't get in biology, for who do sciences at the universities and our colleges, if that child faces English language, he's not going there for English language. He's not going there for his professional course. So what do they do? No, wait, just one minute. We don't recommend saying, let the colleges and universities conduct English language exams. When that is done, the child passes that English language, basic English language, that child can enter university. So that bottleneck, that gap, will not go there. Otherwise,
speaking about 2 weeks ago, we talked to we look for one or two opportunities, and then they yearn for go do medicine. They don't see to us twice. One of the subject to English language. The last thing he say he gets, was it E8 or so? But he gets excellent grades in the science subjects. But for go do whatever it is because of English, because he get E8. And I be ask him, so it's that English na go for go, so it's, but when you go for go do communications, then you don't necessarily need for don't pass mathematics before they enroll you.
Yeah.
So are we not missing are we not missing education? Are we not misunderstanding education as alone?
Yes. A person that is going to China, go do medicine in China, and I said Chinese language. You go learn Chinese first before you learn for do the medicine. And they come here and they practice medicine. So the point I am making here is English language should not be a barrier for little kids not access university. That is why if you go to them college at multi-language, nothing called basic English. The tenses, the grammar, give them basic. So for me, as you rightly said, if we not stop this English language as a requirement for universities and colleges as in India, will be in a very crisis. We will have a lot of dropout in our country, and this country, human capital development will be in crisis. Okay, so I want to come back now to the fees. To the fees. Don't talk about the 300. Now one can, you see somebody talk about their fees, proficiency, blah, blah, blah. This one. As a union, when we enter with this one, we condemn her. So, in fact, the way just they enter, the way don't tell, like the principals, when a distinguished teacher, they are the principals, they are the teachers, they are the leaders in the schools. How can they pay 50 euro? That teacher just declined to the profession. When they get less, they pay 250.
What's the rate guy on the teachers?
You want to know the rate? Yes. Well, I will tell you. For example, the TC. Let's start with the TC. According to the TSC, the new salary scale, the TC forgets something like 2,500.
Holder of TC.
Yes.
Teacher certificate.
Yes. When they reassess you, you're supposed to forget like 2,500. But what you know happen?
That list.
Yeah, the list, yeah.
But what you know happen? A good number of the teachers, they will enter the classroom. Where the holders of TC, then they get less than that because they have not yet been reassessed.
Meaning?
That means then for submit the document to Teaching Service Commission. Say me, I get TC, and I've taught for several such years, and then TSC now will send somebody for go reassess. Indeed, if you get a TC and then go examine at the classroom, I will teach, then they put a scale of 2,500. But the problem, it is being done on a slow pace. Understand? And sometimes once a year. Sometimes one time for a year, they will just capture a few teachers because they get for remember the way it be now. If anybody that assess, they get for kind of finance. Now finance the guidance. Now this number for access to this year, and 1,000 teachers that they assess this year. And that 1,000 teachers a day.
So I mean discrimination on setting now.
Yes. So how many of them teachers a day we get TC, HTC, first degree, masters, but that 1,000, how many of them will be assessed? So you know that what I am saying is that a good number will live up there again to be reassessed the following year because the number they assessed because I'm money business. And I'm Minister of Finance for getting So we are saying a good number of the one in the TC.
And for Plan Box and
short. A good number of them get TC. And they see something like 1,400 as against the 2,500 for the gift if they are assessed.
That's about close to 50%.
Yes.
Different.
They come to HTC. And HTC holder forget something like 3,000. Understand? That the
HTC, whether secondary or whatever.
Yeah, primary, secondary, the same salary. The same. Understand? But as I speak to you, then you get that 3,000 euro.
Why?
Because of the reassessment that you talk about.
Okay.
Then for go through that process for reassessment, then they put that in the correct scale. As I speak to you, some of them will receive 1,600. Come to a graduate, especially those that have a bachelor in education. A bachelor in education. Then for receive something like 3,000, 3,500 if they are reassessed. But as I speak to you, some will receive them 2,000. A master's holder and principals, therefore, receive nothing less than 4,000. But the problem here is, in fact, for the principals now, they don't tell us it, there should be no active position for principals. They are lucky. Most of them have been reassessed and placed on that salary scale of 4,000. It is small, but it is better than I'm telling you.
You mean the number?
Because of the number, they're not about reassessed.
Yeah.
Most principals understand they were receiving then 2.5 million previously. Now TSC don't look this new size and said to 4 million. It is small, but it is a step in the right direction. It's better. Understand? And as I speak to you, so would write a letter this week after the holidays, this call, before start negotiations because of the cost of living and the commission service. We want to tell government say the salary is still small, let them start. Well, that's another topic we will invite me.
Yeah, certainly.
We continue to make this so. If you look now, other countries then.
And just before the conversation starts, I just remind the audience say there's scarcity. I don't know if you experience that scarcity of vehicles on the road.
On the road, because they want to increase prices.
And that
teachers, they travel from school to school, from down to school, very difficult. So because of that, we got government to start negotiations for pays and better pays and conditions of service for teachers. And I believe it is part of our collective agreement, and if we do not do an SAB, we call it SAB the instrument we can use. No. When we come to that, perhaps we invite from the station, we want to see the compliance of government force. When there's no compliance,
when I mean for rights to government for negotiation, that is what many they think.
If then,
any reasonable person, you're supposed to tell and say cost of living they go up for letting for salaries.
Well, we left to there. We go through the laws, within the laws of Sierra Leone State, the labor laws of Sierra Leone. The labor laws will get collective.
So that wasn't an excuse tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought we go through the laws, and I believe government say will be very reasonable. Although in the cry with the economy, this that, but they use this million now for beginning to this. They can't move government. They can for negotiations for better pay and conditions for teachers. So come back to
just end this part. I'll ask Jeremy.
I just want to start. So for crown up to this one, when we say the teachers they don't in the classroom, the principal for pay higher than this, but then then they start at the new teacher who just the kind to the profession.
With the analysts.
Yes, with the analysts. We don't pay this money as they progress, as they got to what we call proficient teacher. The money can based on the experience. Instead of this thing pay me license fee not to 250 years ago, now 150 because of the experience.
So like energy, energy and age.
Yes,
the younger you are, the more energetic you are.
Yes.
The older you go,
yes,
the less energetic you are.
Yes.
So the new entrants they pay more. So as they continue to go higher,
they pay less. And now they really the motivation for staying at the class.
For continue for stay.
Continue for stay. Because after every 3 years, it change the license. So after every 3 years, so that should be 250. We lost 4-5 years at the class. So now it reached to proficiency. Now not to 250 people, now 150. Then sometimes we don't pay them, spend 10 years in the class. You come to highly accomplished teacher, pay 100,000. Then you don't be principal and I say, because of your experience now, you pay 50 because of the experience and the commitment. The time we don't spend at the classroom. Because on the left, because complaining a pasture. But the more you stay, the less you pay for your license. Thank you very much.
Jeremy, before I ask about how long person they move from one stage to the next, Mr. Kuyate mentioned the aspect of some deficiency in assessments and then how much teachers they get. Who's how they get that shortfall? Who's how they get that deficiency? Who's how it come from?
Well, for me, as they talk about the deficiency, it highlights the major part. Also, the deficiency there. It forms part of we functions as a commission for conducting assessment for teachers every year. But then again, like how he say, we get for do as per waiting available, or I would say budgetly applicable. Something with the provision where the budget make for. A leftover one, every year we go on for year says all 37,000 and more teachers na the payroll.
So like 37,000 plus teachers, I guess?
Yes. So a leftover one, we want to assess them all every year. But then again, it get for be as per waiting the wage bill go able to accommodate. So that's now what make we they do small every year. So what thing we can tell with teacher them say, in fact, you don't need for wait for announcement. You don't know now say every year, provision day, budgetary allocation day for reassessment for the Teaching Service Commission. In fact, now we left them open say, as the academic year don't start, begin for bring your applications once because we don't just sit down and agree say, that teacher na TC being get. It don't go now, it don't get HTC, it need the assessments. We wouldn't know if you not apply. Now you don't go get your HTC. Now so some people are still there. Me, I don't go empower myself. I don't move, but say now I not get your assessment. You not go get reassessment if you not make the Teaching Service Commission no say you need reassessment. So now make her tell the teacher they're waiting at the process. When you don't get an additional qualification, you then write a request for reassessment, which is a letter, so the Teaching Service Commission addressed to the Secretary of the Commission, copying you district director, deputy director, where then at the district where you dey, you go left am at the office. You not only they go with them, but you they go with an attachment of the maybe you result, any other supporting document where they show say, now yeah you been there, and now yeah you suppose for day. And when you don't attach that there, the district directors and they put all together and send them na head office. Now the departments were responsible for that teacher development and performance, they put all together, then collate and say, okay, this year we don't receive 5,000 applications for reassessments. But the provision where the budgets make room for na 2,000, for example, or 2,500. So then they go now na the schools and go do supervision for them teacher then they. Maybe, okay, if now they never go supervise you how they teach and the developments where you don't make and all that, get interviews with you and your school head. And then they come and put the report together, say, okay, for this year, these 5,000 they apply for reassessment. But now 3,000 we get budgetary allocation for. And we don't go through all these 5,000. Then the one them all will meet the criteria. We put them all according to the first 3,000. Now then go benefit this year, and that is what will be now forwarded to the Ministry of Finance, and that they happen at the beginning of every academic year. So like for now, we the process the one them we the process now for the next academic year. Will go be the 2026, 2027, September. Yes, academic year. So the process by September now, then they for don't go inside, where then go do the process stay by January 2027, then they don't go they reflect. So somebody go say, okay, me I be don't apply, but I not get them. Maybe you fall now that let's say like this example I don't give. That 2,000 we don't left, they be kept for the next year and you go be reassessed. And now, like what they say, the pitfall, of course, the highlight of the pitfall now, because waiting available. Because members say the following year, sometimes we can get the same 5,000. So in addition to the 2,000, we be done they wait. And some go they pile up and all of that. But because of waiting available, now then they but actually every year now, Friday before this term, it go take before you hear about reassessment. But now every year we they get reassessments, and even though they go at a snail pace, but at least it has started. So that day you go 5 years, there is no reassessment. There was a period in Salon where we go 10 whole years. There was nothing like reassessment. And when we begin, in fact, that's not the easy way to make. Now we get this heavy toll for work with, because the teacher be don't sit down for over 10 years, they not get reassessments.
Okay. Jami mentioned just a few minutes ago that when I get 37,000 plus teachers on our register, and that comes as a result of an assessment or survey or census 2003, 2024, 2023 and 2024, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here is this record. So for pre-primary, then say they get private schools, a total of 2,632. Public schools, they get 3,974. Primary school, and then list them by gender.
You're talking about the number of schools or the teachers?
This distribution of public-private school gender. Is it not to do not record this?
Yeah, yes, the MDSSE annual school census.
Yes.
Of course, yeah. Yes. The documents where we also they work with.
Yes. So this is our statistics. So secondary now, private schools, I say 2,033. Public schools, now 12,147. Junior secondary school, for private school, a total of 3,037. Public school, a whooping 20,000. 826. Primary school, private school, now 5,197. And then public schools, Adedi Kabu today, 41,378. Now, let's go back to the teacher's license and all that. How somebody they move from being new to distinguished? How many years did it take one teacher?
So you mean from new to proficient?
From new to proficient,
yes,
proficient
the next
down up to
proficient to highly accomplished to distinguished. So you get between the period of 3 to 5 years. And it not means say because you don't stay 3 to 5 years as new teacher, you automatically they go to proficient teacher. During that period, you supposed for them go through mentoring and coaching. You also supposed for them go through certain professional development training day where you supposed for them receive during that period day, and those trainings.
So if they not come.
If
they not come.
If waiting not come.
Then professional upgrade and
they happen because one of the functions of the commission, we do that every year.
Okay.
For the teachers them. Yes. Physically. So as you engage in those trainings, you get what we call the portfolio. You get certificates and other attestations for those trainings for which you accrue points. And you get for reach a certain point for qualify for go. So that is where the assessment team then they come in. The performance management team. They will now go in and look at your portfolio, allocate points to all the trainings and everything where you don't accrue. If you don't reach to the target mark, then certify you say you don't fit for now go to the next level, and that is when you go and when you renew your license now you apply for the next level of on the career path you apply, which is how you move from new teacher to proficient teacher. From proficient teacher to highly accomplished teacher, it also get to do with not only in addition to the professional development trainings you receive, it also get to do with your contribution to the school development, to the community development, you know, and all of those things go get points allocated to. And when we go to distinguished teacher now, we're talking about this now side we school leaders for. You don't take a very long time in the classroom, and you don't create an impact to the education sector, inside the education sector. And those impacts, you know, when we talk about if you go, okay, there was this video where we have been the show of the different categories them and the kinds of teachers them where they did. Okay. We talk about school leaders, when we talk about distinguished teachers.
Those pictures on the wall.
Yes, those pictures on the wall. So when we talk about distinguished teachers, you know, like when he was in the field, if somebody called names like Lashite, Sewo, Mamiogu, you know who are those teachers. You know the impact where they don't create. Those exceptional school leaders then go fall under the category of distinguished teachers. But all said and done, you get to be reassessed by the assessment team within the teacher development and performance department of the Teaching Service Commission.
Okay, so with all this one they don't do so now. Where does it lead us? What's the takeaway? What are the ultimate aim? Because as it is right now, standard don't drop, and then it's like it continue for be so regardless. It's like they throw what on a dog's back. No effort, no they don't seem for don't work for help for remedy the situation. Yeah. The reason we get a proliferation of private schools, where now they emerge now almost every corner. You get body, and they are approved and they do well, no matter how. And parents, no matter how. Then they do the level best for sending picking and go to them private school, and because they not seem to trust the public school anymore. So how this or all NTS will go for address the falling standard of teaching and learning at the public
So
schools?
we say we dey aim for get with all of this. We dey aim for get to that point where we go bring back standard, especially in the public schools. But we're not only targeting public schools, because even the private schools where you dey talk about, there are some where there are some, you know, like when they talk every corner, who say are they staying at Grafton, up the hill, and so that song. I get 2 private schools, like just after my fence, like successively, one day out, the other one day under. And sometimes even Adena Mipala, I overhear teaching, I'm like, oh God, help us. So some of this, but we dey hope for reach to that point where we go bring quality back in the classroom. Even in the public schools, we hope for reach to that point, and that is our target. For reach to that point where you as a parent no go get a need for get you picking out of public schools for go look for those mushroom private schools. We reach to that point where the public schools go be so equipped to a point that some of these mushroom private schools no go get an option but for shut down. That's now how we and
that will depend on the teachers, where now almost all the time they're in government, they at big battle for fight for improved conditions of service. The box stops at your desk, Mr. Kuyate.
Yeah.
Teachers, their commitment nowadays is being questioned. Often when they talk to Mr. Mew, talk say teaching work before now. That be absolute service, that God in work, and people will do. But nowadays teaching is something else. And I trust you yourself go agree with that one day. When I all go agree.
Sure.
Teaching these days is something else, contrary to what it originally supposed to be. And they all stop now on a desk again. So much they happen at the classrooms, at the schools, at the environment, where fingers they point at one of the teachers. Yet we are continuously in our government in aid for better and improved conditions of service. When I take that now as a responsibility.
Yes, of course. Standards don't drop.
Standards are falling.
Due to the lack of commitment that some of our teachers in the class really shy away with that. And that is why we work with the Teaching Service Commission, and then they come with some professional development training. They don't come with this foundational learning, where they train the teachers to take care of them kindergarten, class 1 for the foundation. It is not an easy task. And the introduction of the teacher license and the examination teacher license now is a step in the right direction. So that teacher, we want to be a proficient teacher, a noticeable, and foresee commitment, the portfolio. For be very, very rich. If you go to the schools now, Didi. Nobody monitors them, nobody looks at their portfolio, nobody see whether they are being mentored in all anything. But I say, I agree with you, but definitely there will come a time with the establishment of the Teaching Service Commission, there will come a time in Sierra Leone. We, perhaps in the next couple of years, we'll see some improvements in our public schools. And then, let me take, for example, it is these same teachers in the public schools that are teaching in the private schools. A good number of them.
Yes.
They are not committed at the public school, but they are being committed. They commit themselves to the private schools. So that tells us that we need some form of motivation for them in the public schools. For example, as I talk so, understand, they therefore make ends meet. The cost of living is not enough. 3 weeks, the teacher get 2-3 picking there. So as I say, with this new teacher license, and they want from one step to commit. And remember, I tell you, with all of these students, these are one of the reasons why we take governments away now. We have come with this teacher license for teachers to be committed. Can we now look at their conditions of service? And conditions of service not always increase on the pay. It's also increased. It also dwells on the payment of school fees subsidies. So the schools, they will utilize them funds for providing the school needs. Understand? It also depends on the teacher-PP ratio, the condition of teacher. You get a teacher teaching 100 picking in a classroom, 70, and the teacher-PP ratio is around 1:50. That is all part of the condition of service. If you get a very...
So you mean all learning continue to exist right now?
It exists. Go to Ahmadiyya. How many children are there in the classrooms in Ahmadiyya? Go to other schools, like a Congress. There are big schools, and they get more than 50 in a classroom.
And that no rests on the responsibility or shoulders of the heads of school there?
It rests
or is this a pressure the government pilot?
It is a pressure government because because we don't take that picking a day, we don't pass the exams them for go to the schools then. They go be drop out. So they force this. Can you go further than this? Can you do that? And that is why government.
So the very government will set the standard.
Yeah.
And then more or less they push back to compromise them.
Because they say what free quality education. Every child should access school. And if you say because of this teacher-people ratio, one classroom to 50 picking there, inside a you, in the big towns, big cities, if they see them what the schools then they follow that one, but could pick them when we go to school. So all of these things are part of the conditions of service. Do the teachers have the materials to teach in the schools? Are we looking at the syllabus? Some schools don't have even the syllabus for some subjects. All of them factor are very, very responsible. What is the commitment of the parents for monitor the beginning for the study? What is happening in our education system? WAEC conducted examination. A child that is doing the sciences, they get 6 in mathematics, and a child that is doing AXOBEK get 1 in mathematics. Where does that magic take place? Some people, that is why College of Medicine, you see them every year, they will take a good number of them, very good result. And they have what they call pre-medical, pre-pharmacy. Yeah. When they go there, believe in me, a good number of them will leave because it's the same questions they start to the worst exams and the same questions they give them. How did they manage
to
pass worse and then fail the same exam they give them at College of Medicine? So we have to overhaul the education system. Understand?
In Nigeria, for example, before you go to university, they get jam.
Yeah, they get jam. Understand? All of these things.
And we don't pass words or whatever it is, but jam na the barrier between you going to the university or.
And College of Medicine, know what they're doing now? They don't publish the results again of those that are failing at pre-medical, pre-pharmacy, and pre-nursing and all that. They don't publish it because it's so alarming. Understand? What they will do is they send the result to you. You have failed. You have passed. Nobody knows. They probably not just know. But every year, a good number will pay for the first year. You will pay 11,000.
And all that as a result of the weak foundation.
That is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A lot of malpractice takes place in our public exams.
Aided by teachers.
Aided by teachers. It's not only aided by teachers. I want to make this correction. Aided by some teachers. The parents are responsible. The children are responsible. WAEC is responsible. The ministry is responsible. It's the collective responsibility of this examination malpractices. You go to them, you have the police there. The police are also bribed to allow the children to take the phones into.
Who are they in charge of the schools? Who are they in charge of conduct of exams?
It is WAEC.
No, in charge of the schools. Who are they send as supervisors or teachers?
It's the teachers, the principal, the teacher.
So why should teachers?
Some of them do compromise. That's what I'm saying. Understand? And the parents also give money. They compromise by giving money. All of these things. And when it comes to WAEC, how did they get this good result? And when they go to college, they cannot perform. So this responsibility lies in every sector of the society. For example, you see some schools, you will organize a particular room where children will go and sit. Adults, males, a lot of people who are not even students.
Because they're not really capturing them in society.
Well, that is it. So we have to overhaul. A lot of things are happening in the education system.
Big man who fail exam.
That is it.
And then the society begin to come for the way.
They want to get the result, but they cannot. When they go to the colleges and university, they will not perform. And that is a very big crisis for our nation.
And that they don't go now to even to the least and the smallest and youngest of kids.
Exactly. But let's have another conversation on that.
Yes. Definitely. Yeah. Thank you very much for the creative. Jamie, finally, as we close.
Yes.
The next move for Una in all of this.
Well, the next move, next step really now for let we continue for sound, for loud, for raise the alarm, because we want every teacher in a salon first for no. Say this is it. But again, I go want for say, of course, I don't know if we don't say this along the line, but we get over 10,000 teachers. We don't attempt the license exam already. So I'm not saying we don't go far from
out of 37,000 plus.
Yes, we get plus. You know, where they talk about 37,000 plus, they talk about the one they didn't payroll.
Okay.
So over the country, we get over 70,000 teachers. Yes. We get teachers that are not on payroll. They are community teachers. And I want to let people, excuse me.
So now then they put they add, what do you say, put gasoline on fire inside the education system.
The teacher who is not on payroll in the government schools, how do you think that teacher will survive? This is all we are talking about the decline in the education system. You ask the children for money. Definitely we will ask for them. And
even if they
produce some substandard pamphlet, you say you have to buy this, you have extra classes. So I have my class over there.
And then go tell you, say, if you think education is expensive, try literacy.
They are ignorance.
So teachers, when you go up country, a lot of teachers there, like government assisted schools, most of them are community teachers that are not on payroll. You find the school that are 2 trained and qualified teachers in that primary school. The rest are community teachers. The reason being, government cannot employ all of them. And that's a load.
Government, they employ all of them, but government, they approve huge amount of schools.
Yeah, I agree.
Without having the qualified.
I'm sure the government is looking into that now because the new permanent secretary don't put a hold on approval of schools, and say they need for revisit the ones that have already been approved. They need for go and supervise them back for see really what are they doing, because we get a whole lot. Like I said, the annual school census every year they count them, and every year we did see increase. So I should say, but one thing where I want to talk, like Al-Sabi, they say, you say what next? I want to let people know, say, license not just for teachers in public schools, not just for teachers where they aim for going to public schools. Let's make this clear. License now for every teacher in the country. Everybody we call himself license. So now, funnily, the secretary will say, if you not get license, you in a classroom, you just go left people there now and you're pretending. So now the law na salon say the 2023 Basic and Senior Secondary School Education Act say no individual not get rights for them in any classroom if that individual they not get first a professional qualification when you for be trained in education, and second you get a license.
Including private schools.
Yes, including private schools. This is why when we started.
I go na me private school, for example, you go meet me teacher and tell them say where you qualification and blah, blah, blah.
Supposed to get for be licensed. Yes. That's not the reason we make even the private schools get for go through Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education for be approved. And even though they are private schools, they are governed by the laws of Sierra Leone, and they are governed by the laws where they govern education in this country. So this is the reason why when we started the discussion, we called them. We called them all.
And then
we call them all.
Mechanism for monitor them. You say I agree. You get mushroom schools where they spring that almost every blessed day. You see them. You not get mechanism for monitor them. For able for no, who's on going for weed out. So when I get for doing discriminatorily.
No, you're not going to be discriminatively. The ministry itself get for be intentional.
And it is said and believed that you don't monitor the private schools. In fact, the public schools.
No, governments they monitor private schools because you know the government don't recruit more school quality assurance officers them, And where before this time they call them school inspectors. These school inspectors are assigned to schools across the country, including private schools. Myself been day of the believing say SQA officers them not they na private schools. I go na one private school na Lumley. I think I don't remember the school again, but na a big private school na Lumley. And I find out say there are SQA officers them where they and I ask they say yes, and I don't go na this school obsolete on this big one. Providence. There are school quality officers from the ministry were assigned to those schools. So every private school is being monitored by the minister, by the ministry, sorry. And we go continue for work together. For them, of course, and then they pay their teachers. So we just therefore continue because we don't start with deliberations. We don't start with let them self-understand, making them understand the need for getting licensed teachers in your classroom, because even they are challenged with quality. We really they think say, okay, comparatively they are doing better than government public schools, but even them we get issue of quality. Some of these we don't see instances where somebody don't come on at one of the so-called private schools where can force na the country he go and fail in entrance exam na another school. So these seemingly doing well, where we they see, some of them are just business, business strategies. Yes. Na business strategies. Yes, business strategies. But again, even them, we concerned with the quality.
And business strategy, go back to the point Mr. Kuyate say it's a cartel.
Yeah.
Whether it's exam malpractice.
Yeah, it's a cartel. So we will continue for work, yes.
We get a whole lot of fix in the education sector. One, for restore the lost glory.
Yeah.
Salon used to be called the Athens of West Africa in education.
Yeah, yeah.
And two, for make sure say all of these things where they happen so now, we want to weed them out and then right the wrongs. So much, and that's a long way to go.
We get a lot, like how you say, for restore the lost glory. For example, there's somebody where I know we want to go study na oversee now. He go to a school where even though it is clearly stated na the website say Sierra Leone because their language of instruction are English, they're exempted for giving English proficiency proof of English proficiency. Even though then at the website Sierra Leone is listed, but when you apply for Sierra Leone, they'll say no. If you want to come, go and bring an IELTS results, yes, IELTS results for sure. Say so. This I'm sure this all they boil down to the fact say internationally we don't lose with glory. But so we teachers again, I want to say this is not a witch hunt. This is not an additional burden to them, but this is giving them an identity. The licensing, it gives you an identity as a professional, not just in Sierra Leone, but you'll be identified as a teacher, even outside the borders of Sierra Leone, with a license. So it helps. Somebody they will come on Salon and go Nigeria, and not able to teach Nigeria because then don't begin licensing, and Salon maybe don't begin licensing yet, and not get a license, even though you don't teach for very long, na Salon. But this will help you now with a license from Salon. You're able to present and say, I'm a teacher, and then go acknowledge, say, yes, you're a teacher. So I want to say to the teacher, them, this is not to forgive now more burden, but this is part of we actually working in your interest. When you talk about conditions of service and giving you an identity as a professional inside this profession where you don't choose.
Thank you very much, Jami Victory Sanko, the
You're welcome.
Communications Manager for Public Relations Manager for Teaching Service Commission, the TSC. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Fudu Kuyate, Regional Secretary for SLTU Western Region. Thank you very much also for your time as well. We'll move shortly to the next half of the show with entertainment, headline review, and so much more. That will be after the break.
Like it, I go wait for you, make you decide. I not go force, I go beg for no when you decide.
Yo, what's up? This is incredible JJ Mr. Hodos that I'm live on Slik TV, channel 37. Tune into Slik TV, channel 37. Best for Salone, best for you, best for me, best for you all. Hodos that.
Me harmony, me honeybee. Make we go, LLE. Me, I need for the close to somebody. Oh, me sweet cassava leaf. I cannot leave if I not get you.
Hey, okay. Stasha, baby. Hey, it's Chewy's on the beat. Hey, where I'm from, I put on. I get that money, hit the city, then I'm gone. Hey, we legit, we hella lit. Represent who you with. Hey, where I'm from, I put on. I get that money, hit the city, then I'm gone. Hey, we legit, we hella lit.
With over 37 reasons, over 37 concepts, over 37 days, you have the opportunity to watch Slik TV, channel 37, every day for the latest in news, entertainment, and politics. It's Sasha, baby, and I'm telling you, this is the best in Sierra Leone.
Like my style, I hear they say I'm pretty. Drop it low, I am physically fit. So much love I put on for my city. Make them know me not born free on titty. I got the goons and I got the gaddies with me. I love the vibe and I like the way it sweets me. King Tom Bobo, I like the way it treats me.
Hey viewers, from wherever you're watching from, this is your favorite music producer, and guess what? I'm on Slik TV. Whether you're in Freetown, keep it glued to channel 37. They're also on Facebook Live. Tune in and get some nice.
Let me live around you like my habitat. In a mohi garden, the juke and one ali my cloak no more be moya kuda. Me recipe, me harmony, me honeybee. Make we go, LLE. Me, I need for the close to somebody.
Noodles now the most delicious noodles inside Salone. We come with chicken flavor, beef flavor, and spicy flavor. If you want Boku for go buy and sell, now for call 072 500 048. Tasty One Noodles now a product of In Salone and na halal certified. Tasty One Noodles, so delicious.
Time na money, oh, time na money, go find out. Time na money, oh, time na money, go find out. Now sit down, say you the wait. Time na money, go find out.
Hey, yo, listen, man, I go by the name of Cool J. I dey watch channel 37, Slik TV. Like we get some nice, you know what time it is, man, Cool J.
Time na money, oh, time na money, go find out. Time na money, oh, time na money, go find out. Now sit down, say you the wait. Time na money, go find out.
You don't tire for your boku talk with no substance or sweet talk with plenty lie inside. Then now, na the term for strip the headlines bare and tell the story just like it is. Brutally frank goes where others won't, exposing the real stories behind the headlines. We tackle issues of maximum importance to the growth of Sierra Leone, from politics to the economy, agriculture, education, health, and tourism, by serving as your voice in asking the why, where, how, and when questions to the people them we responsible. This na brutally frank. This is brutally frank. Showing every Sunday at 7 p.m. on Slik TV, channel 37, and streaming live on our Facebook page and official website.
Before I start to kill, make a walk, I'm a second. You can answer to the pick for seven bogo, let's say. The beef I bring is spicy, game, then I call a pepper. You creep not ever walk up out this beat, so nigga tete. Punch bars like caterpillar, wait till you not keke. I like a grab and slip bitch on the mic, you kinda take it.
Shout out to viewers out there, you know, I'm this your boy Kovaya, winner of Rap Rampage Season 2, 2.0, similar to Kush, you know what I mean? When I'm in town, when I'm out of Rap Rampage, I keep it glued to Slik TV, channel 37, you know what I mean? You get some nice 24/7, 247, stay glued, stay tuned, and don't touch the remote. Slik TV, channel 37, go get a nice.
Check, flow scribble where I dribble with the mic. Me not king, you not slip.
Kamal for your entertainment news. Good morning, Aminata.
Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, viewers. So today we get few issues that we want to look at. But first, let's start with this leak in Sabi Road music video where don't go out yesterday. And when you check YouTube, it don't get huge likes. The numbers are crazy. The numbers are massive. But I just cut short parts and per the music video. Like you said, go can tell we how you see the video. But let me get the snippet of Sabi Road.
Follow that Sabi Road, all white. Like how cover close no get inside. Any eye turn on me they walk. Now so this Creole bubble no get wrong side. Any side you see launch up a duck. Yeah, I know the truth, boy, Sabi Road. Me shadow not the sea, boy, Sabi Road. It like I not see the green at the Sabi go. Come, follow that Sabi Road. All white, dope shit. Boss study water like a boat shit. You might see me with the girls where the henny day. The next day I'm with the gang pushing heavyweight. I'm first place in the race where the money day. Nothing beats me, I'm like a jet 2 holiday. Like how cover close no get inside. Any eye turn on me they walk. Now so this Creole bubble no get wrong side. Any side you see launch up a duck. Yeah, I know the truth, boy, Sabi Road. Me shadow not the sea, boy, Sabi Road. It like I not see the green at the Sabi go. Come, follow that Sabi Road. All white, dope shit. Boss study water like a boat shit. You might see me with the girls where the henny day. The next day I'm with the gang pushing heavyweight. I'm
Nothing beats me, I'm like a jet 2 holiday. Yeah. Where they say lines they bleed, content they cry, quality they bleed. No, this Slik don't show we say indeed he is good at what he is doing. From him producers them now, in videographers them now. When you check the video in quality, God, you see the rich content in them. You know, even do them like that normal standards. You give me international standards. And when you check the video, now book fields that they shoot them and they use different parts of the country. The choreography is mad. Patrick, I will let you go into video shooting. Are they be you choreographer, you video editor, and everything?
You're a musician, or qualified to be artist.
Oh, you're a musician.
Yeah. You're a musician first.
You're a musician
you're
first.
artist.
Oh, you're not an artist, you're not an artist.
Already a friend manager.
Me don't for myself as manager.
I'm the manager right now. When ready, I will call for manager.
It is well. Someone will tell like this. You tell me before people say you don't need in management skills. It is well, and I can't find artists where I'm going to promote and push. So now let me go back to King Boss LA. Some years back,
let me go inside the issue starts between he and the mayor of Kenema. This video where nobody make rounds. It was like hidden. They only show a small part of him. But this video where you see so on your screen, now waiting it transpire between LJ and the talk where be nearly banga where gets for involved the mayor of Kenema. Let me watch this video and we will come back and discuss other issues that were related to the case.
The Baba when they report for you, look him, Mutka. Why talk say we shoot and block? Look him, Mutka, bitch.
That's the vehicle. And the vehicle and the mayor be the escort, what they suspect a cushion inside that vehicle. That's the vehicle. With the suspect cushion now, the mayor and they escort the vehicle. You have to break the vehicle before you drive back. You can walk.
So, let them say the mayor they transport kush inside the vehicle. So this will happen years back, and now LA go perform Nabo, and then you go send shout outs to the mayor of Kenema in a negative form. And now police then arrest them on the way for go Gambia and airport. Yesterday, then go with them na the Bo Magistrate Court. And the magistrates, you know, they don't send them on the remand so say April 8th. So that means say LA is spend the holiday inside prison. And not only in, but also Grezoko as well, because now they also share the video, so they don't found them on cyberbullying and also where they cause on intent. So now the case standing now where they na LA and Grezoko they aid as the LA right now when they demand at the Bo police station.
Kisemunki, they left in black hand and whatever it is. Whether it is so or not, now only the court sign will go for proof that. I see the narrative right now being peddled or being mooted around. Say the court hearing yesterday was shrouded in secrecy. Say they not allow journalists
or anybody.
And when I see the image of the journalist them in question, and I therefore ask myself multiple other questions internally about professionalism. One of such, now, the appearance of the very people within claims in a journalist. You can't, for example, put on an attire where they get inscription where already biased, don't subject you to the vehicles.
Sure.
One of them were sack LAJ or whatever it is. Another one, you claim to be a journalist, for example, you go in an official setting, for that matter, on a working day, with short trusses for going inside court in an official setting and all that. So I look at the image and analyze them thoroughly, and I start to wonder, would are them behind the scenes they peddle such negatives about the justice system or the officials of the court or the court itself, without first of all checking those details. But anyways, this is Sierra Leone, where they consider for being in Barriers Town. You buy bananas every day because coconut is so brown.
Yes. So till April 8th, we still follow the matter, and the next hearing, the outcome we go make una get the details of them. So let me go next up to the other story. Don Creek, when the music producer don't produce a song for these artists where you see on your screen. And now the song title na Hala Hala, and it will be out by the end of this week. So the artists that waited in Shadow Boxer, Don Mystic, Exubi, and Black P. So these are the artists where Don Creek don't produce music for, and the song will be out by this week. So this issue between the Cow and SL producers, the song will not agree for participate in the SL tune, the meeting and the AGM and all that stuff. So Don Creek now, we get an interview yesterday on Epic Radio. Also, he give his own view about all that issue there. But then don't decide say they're not a mixed part of that crew day, that SL tune day. So waiting now then gets in store for Sierra Leoneans them as producer? Is it that them back one car with their own tune? Or let me get in an interview where you get with Big Daddy English on Epic Radio?
I think so the president with a lot more we don't get a couple of interviews them with regards to that whole situation, and we don't vent out, we don't talk out waiting with the police has a plan. For now I think say the MPSL they on a different level, different route. But waiting at the underground plan way, then they try to push. But we all go just go we only go both one idea. Ambassador don't keep the idea go. Let the idea go to go. See the thing they get attention, which is good. That's what we love. Me, I feel say now we sell sound outside. Before Nigerians can't take we sound and Tifa like relative Tifa we sound. I feel say we now we will sell sound out there now. But again, like I said, sometimes it's great minds for arrange things for come out proper and better than one person in just facing a sweep or go and then we not go this way and then the whole thing.
So, Nalande Don Creek, we get for say yesterday in an interview. We just appear say this is a decision where they make and get other options for the other artists or for produce other sounds for we, because we just like the competition in a healthy way. But if you try for compete with person or you know they agree with this person and then you don't get something better for put forward, then there's no need for you can begin to say talk bad about the other person we don't already produce something good. And SL Tune Vibes now very, very good tune where Boku artists them don't they hop on. Even to the small artists themselves, then small picking away they come up, then self they hop on them. So we just hope they give me other tunes them where other artists themselves go jump on. So finally on we pick this morning. We go back to King Boss LA in song anyhow then talk about me and so a day. So this song also now they use for promo in music, in program where for happen April 24. And now he is in custody. But anyhow then talk about me and so we let me listen to this snippet of the song.
Everything and talk about me and so a day. Everything they say about me and so a day.
King Boss say anyhow they talk about Tana so it dey. So that means they always will talk about Tana so it dey. Then I go on a battle and so it dey. Patrick, now all that get for now this morning.
You see, yeah, wo that's why that's when Mama born me. You see, anyways, thank you. So shortly, James Cameraman go there so with the headline review. But first, you need your travel updates for Friday so that you're properly guided into or out of the country and then get yourself well prepared. Let's start with Askai Airlines flight KP023. We will have Banjul, the Gambia, is stopped at Freetown International Airport 5 after 8 in the morning, Accra, Ghana, and finally reached Lome, Togo, 15 minutes to 9 in the morning. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Askai Airlines flight KP042 will take off from Lome, Togo, is stopped at Freetown International Airport 5 minutes to 4 in the afternoon, and reach Banjul, the Gambia, 25 minutes to 5 in the evening. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Askai Airlines flight KP040 will leave Accra, Ghana, and head for Freetown International Airport. 1:30 in the afternoon, Brussels Airlines flight SN241 will take off from Freetown International Airport and make stop in Monrovia, Liberia, and land in Brussels 5 minutes to 8 in the net. 2:30 in the afternoon, Kenya Airways flight KQ510/11 go left Nairobi, Kenya, stop at Accra, Ghana, 5:30 in the evening, and then reach Freetown International Airport 6:30 in the evening. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Air Senegal flight HC213/4 will left Dakar, Senegal, reach Banjul, Gambia, 5 minutes to 7 in the evening, and continue for Freetown International Airport 10 minutes to 8 and 8. At 8 o'clock na net, Air Peace Flight P47760/1 will Freetown International Airport for Lagos, Nigeria. It reached 11 o'clock and finally, in final arrival 40 minutes later. And I travel updates for Friday. Safe journey and the best of luck. Here now for the headline analysis, James Kamara.
Good morning, Patrick. Good morning to the listeners. So we go straight to Mercury International to the Mercury Online. Don't launch the mercurybet.com.
When we grow up as children,
this launching will take place at the Olive Beach Bar at Lumberley Beach Road inside Freetown on April 1st this year. What could you say?
would I want to be lawyer? Would I want to be doctor? Would I want to be president? Would I want to be minister? All kind of ambition we get. But one thing when we grow up, we want. That's in the foundation for let we go on and achieve more. So what you will get today now a life changer, a genuine life changer. To one lucky raffle winner. One lucky raffle winner on mercurybet.com. But when you get this prize, you get to go to the online site. This is not the biggest prize I go say anybody don't give in Sierra Leone.
Things like this will make another you want to call Mercury a blessing company. Mercury is a life-changing company. It's not like it's going to come now for make some people a better period. This house, I don't see them. It makes me say once complete, so I get complete for you. So we don't know what to go back. But yeah, so many people in the wrong decades, waiting at the one thing, but who Salomon they take as achievement, and when all man they take as achievement, now when you build your own house. The last you do, you have all kind of social at this country. If you don't get your own house, like that one power, people like they look you like they say you don't do nothing. Also, exactly. So Mercury don't come for make you don't get as stressful.
We get two aspects. We get with Vegas, we even include we spin game them and we virtual against them. And of course, we get the sports betting aspect, we include football and other sporting discipline. Now, for the Vegas, when Grizzlies say play 250 Lions, we all know the country where we find ourselves. And only say you have to play a bulk sum of 250 Lions in order for you get the raffle ticket or follow you and the raffle ticket. But rather you can accumulate you play. Maybe you play 10 million, 5 million, say immediately you shall 250 automatically you don't earn yourself one raffle ticket. Same so to sports betting. It doesn't mean you have to put the bulk 50 million. You can play 10 million today. How you pocket suits you. If you're able, we always tell the customers then and advise them for bet responsible. If you're able to play the bulk sum, fair enough. Maybe you want and more raffle tickets. That's good. Then also we get a bonus where you're able to earn 2 raffle tickets. We get what we call the provider there. Now the online platform, then game them way on the so for the Vegas, we get provider them when they create, then game them day. And as this raffle don't start here today, till the end every month, we get one provider where you the customer, if you play that provider way in game, and you reach the 250 million threshold, automatically you dey earn yourself double raffle ticket with 2 instead of the 1. Same so for the sports, if you play the World Cup, you get World Cup game, now you ticket. You normally say all the tickets or you set, forget a complete World Cup setup, but if you get 1 game, 2 games, as long as it's included and you able to generate up to 50 million, then you don't earn yourself 2 raffle tickets. So then finally, you know, say we now the bonus scheme. We always get different type bonus so we give out from time to time. whether be it welcome bonus, weekly bonus, free bets, all them bonuses a day, you know they use them for play for accrue for get 1 for tickets. Bonus money no mix, free bets money no mix.
The government of Sierra Leone don't unveil vehicle them we go help for spanking digital and work permits enforcement. Mohamed Bake Kamara Mide na U building beside the launch every and boss.
This fulfilling our obligations today. We are here to receive equipment, vehicles, and motorbikes on behalf of the Sierra Leone Immigration Department. We believe that these equipment, these tools will enhance our oversight responsibilities in terms of how we manage the resident permits processes.
Those words of appreciation from the Chief Immigration Officer, Moses Bau, assure the public of the level of security oversight by the Immigration Department and its commitment to ensuring a more coordinated approach to residency and security administration. The Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Rahman Swari, confirmed that the initiative is not only going to support the nationwide enforcement of the Unified Residence and Work Permit System, but will also complement one of the President's core 5 big agenda items.
Since we became a crown colony, 1808, that's the date? Yes, Sierra Leone has never ventured this path. When I took over the leadership of the ministry in 2023 as Minister of Employment, during briefing sessions, I asked 2 important things of my colleagues. Why, when they briefed me on the work permit and other issues, I said, but why are we still doing it manually? Yeah, I said, well, this is how we do it. I said, no, it's never going to be done like this while I'm minister here. We will change it. Many felt it was going to be a joke. This fits very well with one of His Excellency's core 5 big agenda items. You know, digitalization, innovation, and technology, right? So we are digitalizing. We don't want to be digital dinosaurs. If we don't digitalize, we might wake up one morning and find out we are the only country left that is still manual.
He also assured the public that this first phase unveiling of the 17 vehicles and 20 motorbikes is fit for purpose and will guarantee work efficiency.
This is going to make life easy for almost every party involved. Digitalization is going to be at the doorsteps of those who need it most. Our foreign workers, yeah, our non-Sierra Leoneans, wherever you are, you're now going to have your services wherever you are. If you are too busy, you can't get here with these vehicles, we'll get to you. But this is in typical talk and do fashion. You see the vehicles here, yeah? You see the vehicles, you see the motorbikes. And this is just part of the first phase. The second phase will bring in more and more and more. So we are growing together.
This unveiling marked a significant investment in enforcement and service delivery. Marwan Fawaz, who is the operations manager at Construct Systems SL Limited, was pleased they served the government of Sierra Leone on such a national project. For Slik TV, Mohamed Bake Kamara reports.
The Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources don't hold press release yesterday where they inform people and say they don't close artisanal for April.
They suspend it.
They suspend it
for April.
For April. Yes, for industrial fishing for now. So they give us the reasons why making Guam, 1 or 2 foreign vessels in the dam where they do fishing. If say they don't get the authorization for do that, so you later in the day perhaps we might go through the press release properly and see how we can before digest them. But that's not the information that artisanal fishing don't be suspended for now.
Close season for industrial fishing.
Yes.
So usually every year on April precisely, April 1 to the end of April, that they do close season for industrial vessels.
Indeed.
And then that close season they have for help for make sure say the fish generata gather themselves very well and then find abundance for the coming months. So it's been like years now, they don't do about 4 or so years now that they do the close season for industrial vessels. So this time around they say they don't suspend them. They don't suspend them with them.
Yeah.
So remember, I've been just in February and then do the close season for artisanal fishing industry. So then boats and where they catch them, there's small boats in the water. Then canoe, pampa, we can go out in the sea for go fishing. or Ghana boat or whatever, then they don't do the. So this one for them to allow, and then big vessels where they can close the water in April. Government said they don't suspend them. They don't suspend them. So meaning the close season for this April, not the whole water until such other time when they go
until further notice.
With some reasons with amount.
Yeah, so we go straight again to Freetown City Council. We see them pull public notice. So well, now they remind the public, this is not new because they already then had the law, Local Government Act, that you get responsibility as citizen for always clean your frontage. We always for no say frontage now responsibility not to government or you wait for or Freetown City Council for can clean for you. Now then quote the law for you for no say you supposed for clean your frontage. It means if you clean the gutter, not just clean the gutter, you put the dirty in a street, you left them. If you clean the gutter, you throw the dirty. That's they say now you for do. They remind you now for do them again. They remind you the penalty if they send authorities. Now people the way they do investigations out, then they send them go out for check and then find out so you frontage, you veranda, you got already front you around the surrounding dirty, they will go for arrest you. And if they arrest you according to the law, they say for pay 5,000 or you go 6 months jail. Or sometimes if you pay the 5,000 back, you go 6 months jail. I guess you know go on that. You know go on for pay 5,000 and go 6 months jail because of dirty way before you do more. You wait for Freetown City Council for cleaning for you. So this now waiting Freetown City Council now they remind you, say not to the responsibility again for clean for you. Now you for clean the frontage and clear the gutter, clean the dirty come out, not left the dirty in the street. Because if they hold you, you will go jail and you go pay 5,000. Patrick.
And all this they happen where the mayor, substantive mayor, not in our office. And this now usually waiting it used for me.
Yeah.
Say you clean you, I'm the law and they will use the law then. They will utilize the services of the laws.
Yeah.
I think for me, whether with or without them politics where they go on, this is the best way for go.
Yeah, the best
you
way.
don't get you also you're expecting a government for
clean up for you. No.
And when you clean up, you're expecting a government to
yeah.
It's I know in this modern era of governance and community development,
I think we change mentality
that really
exists
in any part of the world.
Mentality.
You expect government for can clean your place for you,
and
then help you to edit as well.
No.
But again, even though our government don't sweet the people and habits to the point that then be introduced every last Saturday national cleaning and government can take the dirty back again go put on so and then they don't even put more pressure on Bome.
Yeah.
So now it's a U-turn. It's just that I just hope no more they know get this system where they know be consistent in all of this. And one was the strict enforcement and compliance of all of them.
Yes. And if you find out,
don't so used to the point that in fact my fear now is at the gutter and I can see more of them dirty there.
More of the dirty there.
And you don't ever see, you don't ever know whether they throw it dirty.
And you know where they sweep stuff inside the gutter again.
People will get shops, houses, or what they do them business, them petty business, them front end, wood they will get gutter. As in sweeps or way outside gutter, then as in sweeps on inside the gutter. Direct, somebody can put on a bag or whatever container and go dump inside the gutter.
Yeah, sure.
So now you can get a whole lot of that if city council not monitor for make sure say. That is
and the monitoring officer they need to be very, very vigilant.
And then we serve as community because the point now is if you allow if you see somebody they do that wrong thing, sometimes the possibility to trade that dirty inside that gutter, a business somewhere they can do another area. You get for left here and go. And you now get for beer the smell, the mosquito and other insects away go get for cause problem for you. So if you see and not take action or stop somebody not for doing, then the problem not a possible problem.
And a lot of habits again Sayolo and gets. You know somebody they clean the gutter, it is sweep the dirty from the gutter, can to you another person in your end. Yes, which is also bad. So if you find out say somebody they do you neighbor they do that to you, report them to the nearest police station. Because that is wrong. That is very, very wrong.
We don't take this, but again, the government sweet people.
Yeah, sure.
Because they have to get votes, they have to buy votes. So they compromise a whole lot of
things
where they happen.
Yeah.
Say, Lord left them, Lord not touch them. And I make them compromise. You see now that they quote the laws, what the law says. Now they say fine, not exceeding 5,000. None of us say not in a law. It's in a law. But even if you get 5 enforcement officers in the whole water, just make sure say no more. You set example and be consistent in setting the example, and you will see how they work out.
Indeed.
But Freetown are one of the filthiest cities as a capital city.
As a capital
not
city.
even as a capital city. Freetown are one of the most dirty cities in the world. Check the records.
Yeah.
Where they travel.
Yeah, sure.
Also, we don't dinner Freetown or Salon all years.
Yeah, we don't want to pass what I do. Yes.
Check the records. Freetown are the most dirty city across the world.
Of course. And we really take pleasure in that in the first place.
Exactly.
But
even what they say, people will say, and they get their own interpretations.
Yeah.
But people who don't travel, they know what's exactly when we're going to say these things.
Yes, and the law need for be enforced seriously now at this time. So it's not about releasing public notice, it's about you enforcing the law.
And again, it's about the council also making sure that the requisite systems they in place. For example, that the bomber, the service providers are available, and then the way sometimes somebody who can clean the place or whatever it is, they give them them for go to edit dot, but they go take and go leave in one corner and go pile the dot, because that has been the trend.
Yeah, sure.
There's no systemic way where people don't tailor this service provision for waste. Then everybody down now, them over where they take kush or whatever it is, then drug or whatever. Now they're all over the place. They go and collect dirty from community people.
Yeah.
And then outside they go to where not of us in at the dump site or na bome. They go pay one corner no more, then go to it dirty. So that they pile more waste at the community.
More waste.
And more hygiene problems. And so much more. So it's also about the city council ensuring that the systems are in place and are effective.
Indeed. So we'll continue for the money to this particular project where the city council want for embark on, and anything we go bring a come to now. So we go again to law school. The Council of Legal Education, Sierra Leone Law School don't make a release. They accept new applicants them for 2026, 2027 for going to the law school. You know, you will come out for the college now for going to the law school. So these are the details for make you go na law school. So what is very interesting about this release is that Dr. Abubakar Bangua is still a director of Sierra Leone Law School by virtue of waiting with the CISO. That is great.
Yes, because the if you check, not to sign this is a finance officer, but by the system we currently in place, regardless of them fight or whatever it is them get right now, he remains to be the director until
June 30th.
Until June 30th.
Yes.
So even once we see this notice yesterday, some people begin question why his name still there or whatever it is. But you see, he couldn't have been the one we don't write him.
No.
But he ought to be there because
substantively,
substantively, then at the director. In fact, if you check,
so it is not fake. Yes.
When at the registrar also attached to him, because director and registrar
they work together.
The operational heads of the law school.
And so you have to go by this. And so if you want for going to law school, these are waiting you need for me.
For foreign students, $400 for application fee.
For application fee. So that $400 is about 8 million, about 10 million. You just for one people away for go apply
when for foreign student.
This is serious. And, that's like the law profession, the legal profession. You know, it's very prestigious.
But even in other institutions, Ireland, I know for College, for example, foreign students as well. They pay higher. In fact, not even higher, extra higher than the nationals where they go for study. I know a couple of students where don't this salon when are foreigners, but if you say that they're entitled to being called or referred to as Sierra Leoneans, don't go apply, but when they realize they are foreigners and they ask them for pay in the foreign students fee, they not even go further, then drop. Because they consider themselves not for being part of that category. No. But that's the requirement.
That's the requirement. And so as far as Sierra Leonean students, as a Sierra Leonean student, as where they get you go for pay 2,000 for the application fee. So that's this, you go follow this procedure. So again, we go next to waiting again the make round. We see different pictures of of certain people with the convent secondary school. The saga going on, the convent secondary school. You know, it's a Catholic school, and so that school and get their own system of religious practice where they embark on at the school. But you know, twists they don't take place because of the right for celebrating the 160 years anniversary where they can say that the prize giving day and Thanksgiving. And so the head of the school, when the act bishop, where on behalf of the head of the IOC, don't write pull up a press release say they try to address the rumor where they go around for say it's not a rumor to them. It's a the discussion where they go around for say people say why Catholic school for accept Muslims people for dress with hijab for go that Thanksgiving. That has not been the normal practice, and why are they allowing it now? So well, they say they don't get a discussion, roundtable discussion with alumni of the school, and they will accept say now student for dress that if you wear long clothes, long white, and like I see on the screen, you get the hats with the school beret, and also you get hijab. This is what is acceptable at the school. But some set of members of the school dissatisfied with this and then say it is not done, and that has not been the normal norms for make people dress this way. But the decision has been made, and they say they are going to stick to it, and that's the new one way they happen now. You know, I don't know, Patrick, what do you think about this whole thing?
St. Joseph Secondary School and Catholic school.
Yeah, indeed.
Before then they enroll you at the school, then they give you orientation.
Yeah.
So even if you not attend the orientation, but you ought to know, and say sometimes ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Yeah, no excuse.
Again, you ought to know that like Catholic school and you supposed to go by then principle and and in fact they get a set of rules where they give you a booklet.
Yeah.
They get a booklet where they give you but tell you basically the rudiments of the school.
Okay.
So it is the usual and normal practice for then letting it happen. But even before, even if you do not give, you're supposed to know in a Catholic school.
A Catholic school, yes, if I do.
Or in a Christian school.
Yeah.
And you don't go there.
Yeah.
You never see the hijab there.
No.
Then in fact, the school itself, I think every Friday, then they take the students and for church.
Yeah.
They take the students and for church, the pupils. So if you don't realize that this is the situation, why? Because you don't left there as an ex-pupil, you feel say, no, what they do to you was wrong.
Not wrong.
So now you want to impose your own belief or whatever on the school. Don't get me wrong. Don't say, I know you're going to get you thinking right now.
Indeed.
You can't go to, for example,
Muslim Brotherhood. I just want to mention that. Muslim Brotherhood.
To Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah.
When they say if you put hijab as a woman, and then you say because I'm a Christian, I don't put them. I don't put.
You already don't accept say that Muslim school.
Muslim school.
So you have to adapt within them to within the
exactly. So now, what did happen? Now I see the vicar, the vicar general in notice. In fact, they refer to the ex-pupils as guests.
Yes.
Saying that they picking them at the school when are current pupils, that they're supposed to raise their objection and not the ex-pupils of the school. So they refer to them as guests. I don't see the arguments and vexation and anger by a good number of ex-pupils of the school. Say, okay, one, they are questioning, okay, we're not guests. So guests, they help the school for transform them to one shift. Because some of the things where they do right now, they not mentioned, for example, now the ex-pupil association, they do borehole at the school right now. They get one, is it 2 or 3 story building?
Yes,
they call
and
this
they
world,
fix, they construct a new gate.
Building. This world. They get a building at the school compound where they call this little sort or so building. Now the ex-pupil association at the Bilam, then have to add to the number of classrooms for make the school go to one shift system. And all the other things where they say that the ex-pupils that they do. So they ask this question. So guests, person where they go visit you, if they go do all anything and they for you where they go visit, if you not get plan or good intention. So they ask all of these questions and also say that they are not pleased, and some of them don't even suggest they are not even withdraw. Then give them back their money if they don't contribute for this anniversary. Because then are guests. So guests, no, they contribute for waiting you
for
supposed to
development.
Take care of.
Yeah.
The Vicar General made that very clear in this very document here. So and it not go down well with the majority of the ex-pupils of the school. But outside this whole idea come out is the question, and Uda Budom push this to the point that then go to courts for them go seek courts for their courts force the school for do this. I don't think it all go well for the education, and then we so-called, I put them in quotes, so-called religious tolerance.
Tolerance, indeed.
If you don't agree, this will don't come up as well one time for the animals. Remember, I think the animals encouraged that and left that for let them do. I think it was true for just 1 year.
Yeah, just
the animals also in a Christian school. And you get a number of Muslims who attend the school. When they go to school, they don't have hijab. When they don't want ex-pupils, they want, because of their belief, they want to go hijab. When you go to a Muslim school, they say you go school on Sunday. And then they skip Friday. Why do you do that? Now, for allow the Friday for Juma. Juma, 9 Muslims say they pray their congregational prayer and worship. So then they skip the Friday and you attend school on Sunday. That is the practice. Whereas Christians, if you think say you don't want to go to school on Sunday, not go to school Sunday.
And don't go to a Muslim school.
And don't go to a Muslim school. But the moment you don't accept, say this school, that's why they go to Nasudan principle, the Nasudan doctrine. They say when you go to Rome, you do as the Romans do. So I find this thing very, very tormenting.
Very
and this kind of developments they happen. And I'm not shocked or surprised that the 160th anniversary of the school, Thanksgiving particularly, turned out to be a dry match pass. Because perhaps the way they see the arguments they go right now, a good number of the ex-pupils not want to take that. And my fear also that some parents might even go to the extent of wanting to withdraw their own kids from taking part in the match pass.
Yes,
it's not healthy at all.
It's not healthy at all. And you know, they get their own rival at the next door. They watch them and they just don't get their own. Very peaceful and very colorful. So I guess when I say one forgets to very peaceful and colorful.
Unlike convents, FSSG them been do hijab. FSSG na government school where it's you don't get any religious tie.
No.
You don't get any religious tie.
You can be Muslim, you can be Christian, you can attend.
You don't get any specific religious tie. Just now we discussed about the school system. In fact, you get a good number of the schools where government they claim say that they own, when are mission schools. When are Christians or Islamic schools, and that then form the bulk of the schools where governments they manage and control or support. So you look at all of these things, you get to determine if you want to get Islamic education, go to a Muslim school. If you want to get Christian education, if you say that you want to, then adhere to the rules.
Adhere to the rules, indeed. So we got to adhere to the rules. So all we want to see at the end of the day that they reach to an amicable decision where it will benefit the school as well and the pupils. And also get a very colorful.
Settles everything, and time not in their favor anymore.
No.
This already in April, and the anniversary itself not just next month.
Indeed. So now all this will get for now the headline review for this morning. And thank you for listening to me. My name is James Cameraman.
Thank you, James. And the show returns tomorrow, Friday, for the last edition for this week. Remember, tomorrow is Good Friday. We are close to the end of the Lent season. Thank you to the production team, guests Emalia, and to you as always. Until then, stay blessed and remain focused. The fear of scarcity or the scarcity of motorcadem or vehicles on the streets not prevent you not from go hustle, make ends meet and make 2 turn 4. See you tomorrow.
Like it, I go wait for you, make you decide. I not go force, I go beg for no when you decide.
Yo, what's up? This is incredible JJ Mr. Who does that.